The amount of carbon agroforest needed depends on the objectives. If grown on a scale comparable to at least 2 times the area of France, this would be enough for these carbon agroforests to remove, together with the still existing tropical forests, all excess carbon dioxide or all the post-industrial carbon dioxide from the atmosphere in a period never shorter than 8 years, but roughly no longer than 20 years. The calculations are part of other videos. While the above is calculable rather easily, it is not easy to calculate how the carbon dioxide levels would evolve, because this will depend on what products will be extracted from the agroforests, by which methods, as well as how much of and how fast the carbon dioxide already deposited in the oceans and their sediments will be retrieved. And last but not least, how much the agroforests themselves can and will release, including by means of enhanced weathering and effectively use from the mineral parts of the soils and rocks. Several of the latter will also depend on where and on what soils the agroforest will be grown. Just as trees and forests are able to enhance the formation and release of cloud-forming aerosols, comparable to human cloud seeding, they are also able to release soil and rock weathering agents, as well as enhance microbial activities. Tree roots are known to change the pattern of soil formation, microbial activity, and biological weathering. At this point, these processes, and others mentioned above, are still relatively poorly known. What we expect, based on our and many others' research, is that global cooling will set in long before the pre-industrial carbon dioxide levels will be reached, this so because of the biotic pump effect of tropical forests and agroforests. It is quite possible that temperatures will go lower than pre-industrial temperatures, and that cooling will only stabilize, and that temperature will start to rise somewhat again, only after all grown carbon agroforests will have become mature, which is expected to be 18 years after initiation of each individual carbon agroforest. We are quite confident that the objectives of humans and parties will significantly change in the course of the growing and development of the agroforests. The actual important objective of removing carbon dioxide will start to make place for other objectives. This once significant local and/or global cooling or stabilization will be recognized. Objectives that will gain importance will or could be A. Prevention of calamities, this locally and globally. B. Climate regulation and/or optimization, this locally and globally. C. Substitution of fuels like gasoline by superior, including more pure and more energy-dense renewables. D. Substitution of electricity producing renewables that are less renewable than, or unfavorable for agroforests, towards similar renewables produced by agroforests, with much less negative side effect as well as in much larger quantities and closer to the places of demand. To produce all food for all 8 billion humans, plus their animals, Carbon Agroforest, obviously outside the remaining Amazon forest, roughly the size of the Amazon forest itself, are needed. The calculations are part of yet other videos. It is not just any kind of hydrocarbons or oil that forest produces, it are the only hydrocarbons or oil without toxins, with its resources for free and itself fully renewable, the perpetuum mobile, the horn of abundance. And at the same time the kind of solution that Elon Musk offers $100 million for those who can prove effective removal of carbon dioxide. So a similar forest 2 times the size of France, on its own produces for free, without tilling and fertilizer, the yearly amount of hydrocarbons that Saudi Arabia puts out with great effort, logistics, and great environmental cost every year. Together with the oil pumping and production in and by countries like Saudi Arabia, a wide variety of global challenges and threats to humanity appeared on the horizon. This is no causal proof, but it is a temporal association that should keep us alert. Obviously, oil consumption and modern agriculture are temporarily associated too. In our opinion, modern agriculture is more causal associated with our challenges than carbon dioxide in the atmosphere is, so we should stay even more alert regarding agriculture. In the case of the kind of agroforest, subject of this video, we can put all our scientists on it, and just as the agroforest offers the best health and DNA, the same forest offers also all of the above production and this in abundance. Again, there is no trick. What is wrong with us humans that we seem unable to see the unedited health benefits and the horn of abundance? We lost most contact with nature and consequently the circle of life, especially the carbon cycle. So of course we are unaware of certain essentials, or could there be some kind of an interest from certain parties to keep us unaware and non-alert? There is no doubt, it is one and or the other. Will the new generations fall in the same traps and blindness again? At least they seem to be very aware of some kind of urgency. Let us do something about it all together. By the way, by choosing what we harvest and how we harvest agroforests, we decide if the output is food for 8 billion humans, or if the output is oil or hydrocarbons again for 8 billion humans, or other possible products and services out of a wide variety.